So Julian has always used my Apple account because he's never had an iPhone. He has boycotted iPhone for the whole of his life. And why would he do that? Probably because his brother works for the MOD and he works in fraud and he knows that there's not a secure system. Well, he has worked in auditing and fraud and compliance, and clearly he's not allowed to use one. Hold on. And then and he made sure Persia didn't have an iPhone as well because he doesn't want her to be tracked. I've used a variety of phones, more so iPhones and Apple products recently, but I'm getting rid of them all. Julian's been logging into my Apple TV account to watch different things, usually travel programs. We used to watch Sky box sets like Game of Thrones, and other Netflix things as well at my parents' house. Sometimes it was my dad's account because we were there. We never really used Sky actually in our house, very seldom. We never really watched sports, though he is a sports guy. And Persia uses my YouTube account. Now everyone knows this. If you pretend not to know this, then you are evil. As I said, I have no affiliation with any religious groups because I'm kind of a shit Muslim, but I'm a good person. I'm obviously not Jewish. My name is Bushra. I did go to a lot of Christian faith schools, Church of England and Catholic schools, so I know the guilt that they live with. A lot of my friends are Catholic, and I did date a proddy for 7 years. So I have no particular religious, and I have dated obviously a lot of Jewish people, Jewish guys. So I have no particular affiliation. Is there a religion for funny people? I only like funny people. Otherwise, I think they're boring as fuck. I do like to try my Irish accent from time to time. It's definitely not Southern Irish. People from Belfast talk very quickly. And it's really funny because I was talking to a guy from Belfast the other night. And he was, and that's how Ryan used to talk. It was so fast, and his thinking was so fast and so loud that I'd be like quite a lot of the time and have to process what he said afterwards. Anyway, the upshot is all people's content of what they watch and what they click on is not really their own. Probably 70% of it is not their own. And everyone knows this, and if anyone pretended otherwise, they're just evil. Evil. If they pretended that was a directive to somehow anticipate people's needs or health or mental state or profile them or sell them stuff, they're just pure evil. Because if the result of what they were doing is disrupting and fucking over a happy family, they are actually evil. All religious groups must know this. My Catholic friends, my Protestant friends, my Jewish friends, my Muslim friends, my non-practicing religious friends, my Hindu friends, obviously. My next of kin is, I would say, is Bit, who is a crappy Hindu. And all of these, all my friends must be like, if people are finding a justification to fuck over a family and ruin the education of a little girl and undermine her and destabilize her because they are themselves stupid and unaccomplished and irrelevant, then they are just evil, probably just racist. Basically, they are racist. We all know this. I don't follow them, so why do they follow me? Why would they possibly hang around me? Because I don't hang around them. So they're frankly evil. What can I say? Is this a sci-fi story, a dystopian sci-fi story? not for me, but a good spotlight on them. It's a good spotlight on all the people who have decided to come within, you know, camera boundaries, because they can all be listed that way, can't they? So that's all good. I'm just like a bait, a magnet for white supremacists and evil people, because I must do it to other people as well. And so I guess all religious groups are just like, my goodness. So these are the people who are clinging on by destroying other people's lives, right? Noted. So, on an additional note, I had this new friend of mine who I believe is a business leader ask me if I wanted to continue with local politics, or what kind of politics. Obviously, I cannot hang around with any local politicians or councillors, because I'm on a different level to them. I've just got different things to say. I would be, it would be brain dead for me to waste my humongous brain, as my ex-husband refers to me, my wife with a humongous brain. It would be nonsense for me to be involved in local politics. Certainly would be nonsense for me to be an MP as well, because then I have just a load of people going, she equates to money and political power. Possibly think tanks, though they themselves are so politically agendized, of course, they're not independent. Academia is where I have been, amongst clever people who, have a lot of power and influence the next generation of thinkers. So all in all, I am not going to do anything with the Tory party or local politics. I have absolutely zero interest with lobbying or dealing with local political issues. I met some people that were nice enough. I met one particularly interesting guy, Cameron, who was the only person I spoke to. I'm sorry to say everyone else offered me absolutely no stimulation at all, and were boring. I don't know what else to say. It was boring for me, and I don't like being bored. I hate admin, I hate lobbying, I hate questioning boring stuff about boring things with boring people. It's like, for me, that's just like, stick pins in my eyes kind of situation. I'm obviously creative. I don't like solving problems. I like having fun and having a good laugh with my very funny friends. And I haven't really met anyone of any comedic wit within the political sphere. They're just not very funny, which means I can't speak to them. Cameron was not particularly, he was quite funny, but he was particularly interesting. He had stuff to say. Other people didn't say anything. Just didn't say anything. They were like, do you want to come to a gala? I'm like, why do I want to do that? Why would I want to come to a gala? So what, you can bring in a load of funding by putting my name on a list? Absolutely not. I do not want to come to a gala, thank you. So we are clear on that. I do not like boring admin. I do not like boring political people. I do not like boring conversations. I do not like unfunny people. So that's that. We are very, very clear. We are very clear. I can do whatever I want because I am in the UK. I can wear what I want. I can say what I want. I can design what I want. I can write what I want. Apparently, I haven't got a, boring as fuck Mac, so I'm not included. Good for you. Bye.